Welcome back to The Wolf and the Melody. My name's Tommy. Tonight, we are diving back into the world of ASENBLUT, which I believe is Ashen Blood, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. With a song called Entfesselt. Oh, I'm sorry for butchering the language, but I am really excited to dive back into their music. The first review we did just really rocked my socks. I mean, it was just thunderous and intense and heavy. The riffs were great, the vocals were great, so I'm excited to dive back in and hang out with you and listen to some really good death metal. Y'all, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time that you would take out of your day to sit with me for a few minutes and listen to some music. I don't take it for granted, and I just really, really appreciate you. All right, let's go. I gotta turn it up. Oh, I was about to take a drink. Bro, his vocals are just chef's kiss. Especially with this style. Oh! Ed. The drums and the bass, it pushes that riff over. It really makes it pop. This dude's voice. Damn, this is killer, dude. Damn, dude. They slap, man. Just straight up great melodic death metal, man. And the focus of warriors and fighting and just that realm just pushes it over the edge. Dude, they seriously need to be talked about more, especially when it comes to this genre of death metal, dude. Um I just really loved how they layered his vocals over that chorus part, which really opened it up and made those vocals sound so just giant and big. Really great. The mix was really cool too, man, because you're starting out the song with that riff, and and having the drums and the bass like they are, it really elevates everything else. Like, you're not gonna get that riff to punch you in the face like it did without the drums and the bass. Just really killer, man. This was a fun song. I like that it's fast, but it's not too fast. I love the kind of death metal where I don't mind headbanging fast, but sometimes I want that kind of mid tempo headbang. It's comfortable, it feels good, and they have that in spades. So that kind of steady rhythm was really nice, dude. And just the song, their sound is so dynamic. And I love that lead, that solo there towards the end. I liked that the melody of the lead was just a variation of kind of the melody throughout the whole song, and it didn't need to be fast. It didn't need to be fucking crazy. It was melodic. It was moving. It was just great. That was awesome, dude. Sometimes when people are going so fucking fast over the fretboard and doing these crazy ass solo, it kind of pulls me out of it. I'd rather have a very emotional, moving, melodic solo that's it seems more fitting. You know what I mean? Not that you can't do that when you're really fast, but this was just great, man. The whole song, vocals, everything. Vocals, the riffs. This was fun, dude. This was killer, man. I had an itch, and I was like, man, I really need to dive back into them and check them out. So I'm glad we could and just spend that time together. Y'all, I again, like I said in the beginning, I'm in this phase of life where it's easy to just put your head down and kind of just not ignore, but kind of just stay in your lane. But I've realized that a lot of times the things that we go through in life are meant to be shared with others. And ever since I came back from Sweden, I have in a way felt restless. You know, um I long to return, but also too I've realized that I'm kind of stepping into the unknown, right? I'm stepping into something new. And I've also been looking at myself as a human. I tend to be very introspective. I tend to want to look at the areas that I can grow so that I could just be proud of who I am. I want to look back and look at myself and go, you put in the work, man. I want to be proud of the man that I am. You know what I mean? And I've been focused on that, and I felt a little off since coming back from Sweden, and it's been kind of hard trying to focus on um getting back in the groove with YouTube and everything, and tonight I was sitting there and I just thought to myself, sometimes in life you just have to do the hard shit whether you feel like it or not. Sometimes you're not going to feel like getting up and exercising or getting up and trying to eat right or do the thing. You're not always going to feel that, and I'm realizing just as I get older the importance of consistency. and how much of a mental game it is. So many of us want to change things about ourselves. And I know this is a rant, but just bear with me. I'm trying to share something in my life. Um, so many of us want to change things about ourselves, and we feel like it's so hard. That is such a mental lie. It's such a lie that we have believed. If we can just push out our expectations that we have on ourselves and just think, what can I do today? What can I do today that is for the betterment of myself? When we take care of ourselves, that ends up helping us pour out into taking care of others. And I just want to encourage you that if you are, struggling and wanting to work on something in yourself and wanting to just grow in ways you've never grown, take a minute to look within and stop being so hard on yourself. We want to do well, we want to grow, we want to change, but sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, and that puts so much stress on us. And we, especially our bodies, we have to be kind to ourselves. We have to be gentle. These bodies have carried us and been through everything we've gone through. It feels when we are struggling with depression or loneliness. It takes on those emotions. And I think before we make changes and try it, we slow down and just be kind to ourselves. I hope this makes sense. My head's been a little all over the place. And I always want to be honest with you all. I know a lot of you come here for the review, but I always like to say something that pertains to your life, because at the end of the day, I care about you. And I want to see you thrive. I want to see you do well. I want to see you be the best version of yourself. And I want to encourage you. This channel was never about how many subscribers I can get, how many likes a video can get. I don't even tell people to do those things. I want to sit down and listen to music, and I want to talk about life. I want this channel to be a place that encourages you and lifts you up. And when you can take a break for a few minutes to hang out with me, you know that you're going to be lifted up, and you're going to be told that you're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. Thank you. If you stuck through this rant, I appreciate it, dude. I really do. This song was awesome. It really just puts a spark in the fucking furnace. And I'm just glad to be able to listen to music with you all. That's what this channel's all about. Going through life, listening to music, sharing our hearts, and supporting these artists. Listen, you know where to find me. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Instagram is for the channel. Facebook is for my own personal life. But yeah. Sorry again for the rant. I wanted to share just kind of what's going on, and yeah, it's always a pleasure spending time with you. I hope you are doing well. Please keep your head up, and please know that you matter. You matter so much. All right, we're gonna be back with